Tang Abapa Talk Sports. Happy New Year, boys.
Happy New Year, Balak. Happy New Year, Grand Ajab.
Happy New Year now.
Yeah.
We don't miss you, Grand Ajab.
Yeah, one or two reasons I've not been fit make up for the last episode. For one or two reasons.
Yeah.
We are not fit controller.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Happy New Year, fellow viewers, wherever you are. Nigeria, Cameroon, Zimbabwe, Asia, Abu Dhabi, America. Happy New Year, wherever you're watching. We'll start the new year with another EPL episode. Yeah, I'll just go straight introduce the topic. We want to talk about the slum of Manchester. In bracket, the slum of the Manchester clubs, that is Manchester United and Man City. Before the end of the year, last 10 EPL games, Man City don't win. Man City don't lost 6 games, draw 2, win 2. I think he last win against Leicester. Before that, he win, I think, Nottingham Forest. So in 10, they lost 6, draw 2, win 2. On the other side, their neighbors, Manchester United, they lost 5, I think win 3, draw 2. So I will always agree say that those two clubs don't be in a slump. Olemo assess if we start with Man City, what will be the cause of the slump? Big panel, what do you think? My one Chakara will start with Manchester, from Manchester City, then from there we'll go to the Red Devils on Man United.
All right. For me personally, right, for the Manchester City, I just get one thing where I think it happen with Man City at the moment.
Yeah.
And for me, the age of the Man City players currently, I know some people will say injury, but me, I noticing are really injured because people they suffer different things that they suffer with injury. I think now the age of the players within that team at the moment. Because if you look at Man City squad now, Man City squad the age. And because they squad the age and the system where Guardiola they play, you need a lot of legs. And for the past 4 seasons, that player they don't cover so many miles. Where right now, age don't catch up with that player for Man City. Right? I've been seeing some statistics where I think about 6 of their players and they in their 30s. And this one are to let them. They're in their 30s already. When I to let them down for the team. So you feel see say, and Guardiola need to play that kind of football where you feel just sit down and say, okay, more just play low block, then counter. No. Guardiola football, you need to the move. You know, be like that football where the man go say, I mean, they play number 7. I just did for number 7. Guardiola football, you the move constantly. So for me, each of the players, now a very, very big thing will happen to Man City, for my own take.
That one at just one point, I think so it gets to another one. May I jab come before you brings another one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You agree with that point because I not agree with you. So if you dispute you first before you bring.
No, I agree with you because I agree. So age, but not be the sole reason, right? The age now one of the reasons if you count them. But another question you're asking now, they start the season well. So the age Joe coach Kazen for November or end of October.
Yeah.
That's some question that I'll get to ask him. One of the things that I think say be between, not just age of the players, but age of the key players. Not just age of players, key players. Like De Bruyne, maybe they injured, Bernardo Silva never the best, Kyle Walker never the best, then the road way they say that the pillar they injured out, then Kovacic will be replaced, he can get injury. So injuries to also count. But another thing with me, I think about Man City, and I say the players where they be done, they bring in the last few seasons for step in, for replace those key players. They don't be below par. We look at people like Doku, you look at people like the Savinho, you look at the other man, how they call him, Matthews, Nunes, and the rest. They don't be way below par. They will bring them in, say, okay, as a guy, then maybe they will transition to replace those key guys. They never be able to replace those key guys. And another thing too now, seems they don't try to figure out the way Guardiola they play a game. And Guardiola is somebody who doesn't have a plan B. If your plan A doesn't work, everything messes up. Now, so me, I look up. I feel be wrong, but I say now one of many reasons that the age, and not just age of the players, but age of key players, because they still gave Bajol, who is young, Ake, who is young, Nico Williams, Haaland, Who else?
On a call key players,
Yeah.
last year, because I called Kevin De Bruyne, because last year I remember I said Kevin De Bruyne became much of an impact because of injury. But a certain young man by the name of Phil Foden, now he step up win Man City.
No, when not at the still wait now, at the still talk. So
No, I'm not calling him.
No, yeah, but the problem, the people I try to talk now, key players. They don't play season. They don't play season. Key players. De Bruyne or Rodri. Even though Foden win best player of the season, we know now say football nowadays is focused on numbers. I don't think Foden had a better season than Rodri,
No,
even
but
though he win the best player of the
I'm not even
tournament.
going to numbers. I think say
You understand?
Foden be actually
Yeah.
getting excellent
Yeah,
EP,
he began an
not
excellent season,
numbers, not
yeah.
numbers.
And it don't affect you this season. How we know to play fine, it don't also affect City.
City.
Then
Yeah.
I say, where they happen, I say you get those key players, even if Foden be there for form, where you get like 4 or 5 players like the work, City now they concede a lot. So it's not because Foden not to play fine. They don't get injuries still don't count. Stones don't be out for a while. Akebi they out for a while. He come back, going back to where he become. And sometimes they were Ruben Dias be they out. Ruben Dias don't come back. He never really be the same person he used to be. But you don't mention someone name was you talk we call him not calling him. Foden was the main man
Last year,
for City
EPL.
last season.
Yeah.
And he win the player of the season. Where he be deserve him, you know. He be deserve him. So he too don't be very poor this season. One of the reasons too maybe
Instead of
they
injury.
affect yes, maybe they affect the way we we get preseason, they come with injury and all that. So maybe affect the way we City the play. So I think now one of the few reasons in that way
Gina,
don't
one
affect
you one question. Gina,
City
one
this
you one
thing.
question.
Yeah,
You
no,
can
okay.
argument. So, as I've been thinking one of the factors now, a stubborn coach where I just talk saying a first way we plan, you know what?
It is
It's also stick
plan
with
A.
plan A. So and you know other tacticians them like I see some posts the other day. Real Madrid don't deal with it, how many players them. They bring
Injury.
many them. They bring
They play defense.
midfielders them. They Camavinga them. They play for that defense line. Will I be
Yeah.
like the coach be each change in them. It
Yeah.
work. So what he did different from that and Pep. We feel blame and say okay yeah Pep your hand today for this
I
Manchester
think,
City current run.
yeah. I think if you notice if you don't follow Pep since from his days in Barcelona,
Mhm.
right? Pep they play with that one pivot, that one key person inside midfield. When I kind of like be like the chain, right? That's Pep's system. For Barcelona, he play with Busquets. When he go Bayern, he play with this guy. This is our former captain. He don't retire now.
Philip Lam.
No,
Phil
not
Lam.
Lam.
Yeah, no, he be bring Lam
Yeah,
to
Lam
he
took a
move
place
Lam
sometimes.
from
Yeah.
right back to
Yeah.
midfield.
Yes.
Zabi
Yeah.
Alonso plays sometimes too, you know.
Yeah, he brings Zabi
Yeah, Zabi
Alonso.
Yes.
Alonso too plays.
He brings Zabi
So,
Alonso for Bayern.
so Pep don't
For
always
Real.
play. Pep don't always play with that one key person where they anchor the midfield and the defense.
Yeah.
And I feel say that one of the things where I feel say Pep, the mistake where I feel say Pep do we say Pep no be ever think say Rodri will come up for this long. And he no be get person where he no be don't buy person where if he play the way Rodri play. So when Rodri now come out, Pep define and difficult to get that anchor we don't always get them for a various club them and we don't get them for the past to say the final difficult to get them. So he try playing now with Rico Lewis and Kovacic. He try different things them, but because he don't they so much used to play with that main pivot, where they always be like the anchor for the team, and he don't get replacement, even though he try for buy Calvin Philip, work out. So you really see say prepare for, and I feel say if Man City get a good pivot, they go play. Because people like Foden, people like Bernardo Silva, they just need a person way go help them to express themselves. But at the moment, they struggle, and I know to say COVID City do compared to waiting.
I
Ajabi,
want
go
to
and
say
make
for
something. Just start.
sorry for interrupt. I want to say for Barcelona who be Busquets replacement.
No, he come out with Busquets still day.
Now
So
as I
Busquets
say, yes, when he be
no, but
when he be there, he be the hope saying who go be Busquets replacement.
Yeah,
The
today if you
simple
play
fact
now. Yeah, if you play now.
no, but Yaya leave
no, yeah, no,
early.
I mean, so
Yaya leave.
in case injury be come, if injury be day, we Busquets, so yeah, if you play.
yeah, they talk now say no.
Yeah.
Busquets no be really get injury for day out for long the way it happened for Rodri. So Pep no be don't ever feel like that means say he don't always feel like say that he pivot. Nah, he's savior when he go ever get injury for long period of time based on the way they pivot they play. Right. So for me, I feel like say that lack of Rodri replacement or person will come in and play like Rodri, for me, I feel it affect the Man City build-up play and it affect the way people they feel express themselves going forward.
It come back to that issue, say, it is stubborn, the one try another system.
I
Because
agree with you. I agree with you.
if it be flexible enough, the Rodri injury will prevent Man City maybe for win league. But will prevent Man City for lose this kind of amount of games. Because even when Rodri no be there for the beginning of the season,
Yes.
Man City be still the win games.
Yes.
Man City be still the win games. So me, I believe say it's just more than that Rodri pivot factor. There's something else happening. Teams they don't figure out say City in a build-up game, build-up team. I don't see matches now we Ederson the back kick long before it be ever happen.
Maybe Akanji dégagé son côté.
It not be ever happen. So team they don't factor out say more counter press these guys, more press these guys. They will play long, and when they play long, they know the hustle like the other teams, so we can play the football. And then team they too don't get hurt. Say come more play, more not just sit back because you sit back against City, they will end up winning 1 or 2 not. So team they now don't come out say okay, better the match end 2-2 or 3-2 or 2-0 or 2-1. So I just believe the team they don't figure out, but the fact injury is still injury, even though someone will say injury is not an excuse. Injury is not excuse.
Man makes us more poor. Not you based on that figure out. So you don't think say okay. Besides say things they figure out, teams they also figure out say Man City get a striker away. The striker they play now based on the services we get up. So if they cut the services, the supplies, the striker the useless. That one man for this X-Malaya. Yeah, he just useless.
So,
he no get nothing for offer. So that fact say they don't just okay. Well, if service is not richy, they fine. Sometimes I don't watch a couple of games. It touch now like 3 ball for his opponent in the box the whole game.
That's part of the game. Now I say they figure out the system because when you allow them to build up, it gives space for those attacking minded players to fluctuate around. And if you bury De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva will get the ball and still make a good pass to Haaland. But now when they press them, that time they kick a long ball. So now Haaland versus the person we do it, and if the person we do it now a physically fit person like Haaland, it will always be a 50-50 tussle. So Haaland, and because Haaland are the type of striker where they will no score, it be a flop. You go have to see game where Haaland no score where he talks he play well. It be almost impossible. If it happen one or few games, it not be like the striker where we say it creates space for other people for play and all that.
Hold up play, link up game.
Hold up play. It just be now man way be direct. You know, be good when it the back goal, when it the back goal. Yeah, so now just a pure finisher. So that's So I just believe the Manchester City issue. Maybe Pep gave a sit down. Now we maybe sit down and say, okay, let's try something else. Let's try something else. I know you keep on complaining about injuries. Injuries, they say it's part of the game, but I don't think injury will make the team slump the way we don't slump. Injury for prevent, keep them maybe 5 points, 6 points away from Liverpool. Then they'll say injury will make them they right down where they now. Now just another thing too, his stubbornness and his lack of flexibility. He try for make the thing for
what my Pep I talk to that when I talk up.
Yeah.
You know say it gets until I don't want to raise on talk. I don't want to raise on top, right? You know, say football is so too. You need a lot of confidence, and that confidence it bring out the best in some players. So when I don't think say Man City players don't lost that how they call them that fact that how I call it that thing they don't lost that thing will make them so dominant where they be feel where they need to worry even if you score them. Because I watch Man City now, and I even fear. Even Man City, they up 1-0. And once if you watch that game against Leicester last week, right?
Yeah.
Man City win match 2-0. But Leicester, they play Man City like now Man City, they play Leicester.
Yeah,
so they play the talk and say,
one of those games where Leicester actually get ball possession past City.
Yeah, so they feel like say the players they don't lost their confidence. Where if you that means if you attack them like with so much. Like if you press them, they confuse. Like I feel like that one's another factor with the confidence of the players to not really day.
Because if the confidence
are they bored?
Confidence
4 in a row, are they bored? 115 charges to be a factor.
If confidence level don't drop minus 115 charges, they never ever did for none of those players since we were City JC never ever did for this situation where they did. So if you will affect them maybe mentally or something.
Yes.
Yeah. So
so when you don't dominate for so long and then you can't lose first game, lost second game. And if you remember well, the manner in which City they take lost the games and two, if it affect player mentally, psychologically. Like that game where they win 3-0 for Champions League, like that, they end and draw that game 3-3.
Yeah, fair not. Fair not.
Fair
And then
enough.
also they will beat they will lead Brighton. I think that Brighton start
Yes,
Yes.
Brighton.
the
They end up
EPL this
losing that
thing
game.
where they end up losing 2-1. Yeah, 2-1
So
against
those kind
Brighton.
of
Yeah.
games and two, I feel like say, sometimes right, if you lost just 1-0, 2-0, it did fine. But City to lost back to back,
Then
that one for
lose
me
at
to
home.
another factor we
Lose at
don't drop.
and then they go lose at home to a team we know they inform Tottenham 4-0.
Tottenham, yeah, 4-0. That was yeah.
So I feel say confidence people player and two they drop to sometime and two when things they need to go, things they need to go well. And when you get a manager where he believe in a particular way of playing, where even though things need to go well, he go still stick to his philosophy to what we know. That one to another big factor
And
because I
at
believe
the
say
same
if
thing
the,
they happen for. Sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
no, I don't want to say I believe say another manager, he go say, what things they need to work now. Mo could change system, Mo could play something different, Mo could do something different, or Mo could just sit back defend. But they play very exposed football where you still see if teams have like Rangaja talk and say clubs they don't really understand City say if we go with City 1-on-1, we go likely beat them. And I will club most close they use. But you get manager where he go still stick to that same thing we believe in, no matter how it go. So that one's another thing too where they happen. And like you talk, I say Edison now the kick long ball them. Edison too, it don't make some small mistake them too way it drop confidence too for defender them too. So if you look the whole thing, like this season, the whole thing for City, I don't know. Me, I don't really pinpoint anything. And I don't believe that Rodri injury with the cost because the way they take go down, one person if he be the center of a whole team like that.
Yeah.
You know, I accept a Ballon d'Or gets that much impact.
No, that one
No, accept a Ballon d'Or get that much impact. Why?
what impact? Why which impact? Why the Ballon d'Or now? Maybe about that means the Ballon d'Or will likely affect Spanish national team too now.
No, but Spanish are different team, are different coaches.
So
So
wait, how you
No,
say?
but
Wait,
the
let me
Ballon
understand.
d'Or no,
go
the
ahead.
Ballon d'Or give affect any play with Rodri play now. Why go affect only City?
Different coaches now, different team.
Yeah, but I mean,
Spain not getting the same dynamics of players, Spain get players them like strikers the way they fit actually play ball, contribute besides scoring.
exactly. So what I'm saying, so nobody Ballon d'Or at the system.
Okay, yeah.
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 The problem about you tongue I say this same thing they happen at the same thing they happen for Tottenham coach. No matter what it happen for Tottenham, the man want stick to a
Yeah.
high line and pressing
Speglu,
and the
yeah.
result. The only difference now say Pep na Syria winner. Pep don't do and the win.
Yeah.
He never win with Tambe, the one stick to. And after the way you see Tottenham, they only go down,
Yeah. So
So
the citizens on Man City fans, I want you to shout out because despite this slump, I never hear plenty of them go for internet, go call say me the fire coach, me they do so, blah blah. I think so when I still trust the man.
yeah,
And at the end of the
track
day, the man
record.
don't, he don't win a 4 league titles in a
They
row.
get track
So you know
record,
easy.
yeah,
They get track
exactly.
record.
I think
So
say no. I just want come in can talk about the track record, right? What happened to City? If you been another manager for another club or another manager be this City,
yes.
get that kind slum where City get them. Honestly, they will fire you.
Yeah, they've done fire. Yeah. So
They don't fire you.
I want just applaud the City fans so when I stay committed. Even though we know very few of them because we don't know some of them at time when money come. We know very few of them, but the few of them when they're outside there, shout out to na we know say the time go pass. And if someone manager they will know say if he get 15 in a row for this current EPL, Pep Guardiola. So the video soon. Now we'll change, we'll switch, we'll go to crosstown rivals. People that already say they didn't have a village. We don't come up for city, we'll enter now for rural area. The Red Devils, Manchester United. That for the two. They don't change manager. Over those, they don't change man. They actually get 3 manager inside the last 2 months. They come off for everything hard, go to Ruud van Nistelrooy, from Van Nistelrooy, they go to Amorim. The more way they say like if can change things. So they're also there in the slum. What do I think? Now the same thing them, now the same epidemic for that side.
Not be
On our way
not
to
be the
something
same.
good.
Not be the same. United, yeah, we know United don't get issues in for a while. The biggest issue United is more top bottom. No be they dey talk Ten Hag na bad coach, but the people on top of Ten Hag was past Ten Hag because yeah, the people on top for Man United they was past Ten Hag because they appoint Ten Hag, Ten Hag be United for a little while. Last season, United nobody do well. They finished number 8. Because they win FA Cup, They decide to give Ten Hag 2 year contract, extend the contract by 2 years. That's one of it. Secondly, when I deal with Ten Hag, when they talk to other managers, then they let Ten Hag me know so when they talk to other managers. Because Ten Hag was aware when United they talk to other managers. No be via more, they talk within Tuchel. They talk with Tuchel.
Yeah.
They talk with Tuchel, and Ten Hag was aware they make them public. So that one in his mind, the manager don't already know, say, okay, do her, massa, ma do my thing where I like him. Anyways, if you not kick me out, now don't already give me 2 year contract, now pay me out 17 million. Ma go me, you know. So that's one of the things. United and Ten Hag don't be the
No, carry on.
Ten Hag don't sign. Ten Hag don't come in. They don't give you the liberty for sign the kind of player we want them. You don't sign a lot of players. They spend a lot of money, sign players. Things they know the worker. You know. Then at some point, I want go into. I will just divert a little bit. When Jurgen Klopp announced say he get to leave Liverpool last year, I think last year January.
Yeah.
If you say they leave Liverpool at the end of the season.
Yeah, like 1 year ago.
Liverpool will start finding a replacement right away. So they will contact Ruben Amorim, the current United coach, for take over. But Ruben Amorim, Liverpool one alter their system. Ruben Amorim they be discussed with it shows Ruben Amorim go stick to a 3 at the back and all that this thing. But Liverpool one alter a system because when you start saying 3 at the back, you mean you alter your system in such a way you get for buy maybe like 5, 6, 7, 8 more players to match your system. And Liverpool are team way when they come to finances, they know the way they spend. Liverpool are one of the team the way the last season they no sign no player. They sign one player we even be injured when Chiesa. They no sign no player. So Liverpool they say okay no, we'll look for somebody. And so the closest person in terms of system transition football because Klopp na transition high pressing football. The closest person will be play transition football. Closest person na Anslot. A lot of people know Anslot. If they for fair not, they do a good job. And a lot of people know even know say Anslot, he don't do a tour of Stamford Bridge. When Chelsea be part ways with Lampard at the end of 2022-23 season, Anslot will be one of the people where they want him. He can make a tour of Stamford Bridge. Chelsea owner then get conversation with he. But the project where Chelsea get them, you know, work he. They want that thing where Paul Winstanley and Stewart, when are the director of football, they want to tell you, say, okay, now we go to tell you the people who get to buy. Because we are working on a project, some year project, we'll be getting those potential 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old kids. We're not ready for trophies right away, but if it comes good, Anslot didn't want that. So he back out, the higher porch. So let me go back to United. United don't sack Ten Hag. They don't bring interim coach Van Nistelrooy. He don't do, I think, 7 points in 3 games. And then they bring Amorim. Amorim don't come into United. He make a comment, we fine. He tell them from the beginning, say, they work strong, say they go suffer. Good. But you know they help yourself. Me, the way I look at Amorim, they help yourself. Now, another very stubborn person. If United fans they keep on insisting, say, the problem will be Amorim, the problem are players, the problem are players. If you don't have the right tools for that system, why not stick to the system of the tools where you get them at your disposal? Yes. At the end of the season, you come now and you go back to your own. You have a whole preseason and everything to develop that system you have. Because they say, may they leave me by own players. If United finish number 10, number 11, number 12, no top player no leave another team for come for United because now Manchester United or the money they say he own players. He go end up buying now back up for that he own kind players. We go still bring back another problem for United. Yeah. So my point I say one of the reasons why United continue to slum now because Amorim is a very stubborn and he overget ego. He the one only stick to that three in the back. We no get the right tools as fans they claim or as people they claim, which it show. United no get the right tools. Then he keep on. He don't coach about 11 or 12 games. He keep on rotate. Even rotation fine. Yeah. When we want to rotate, you get some key position in the feel way, you know the rotate them.
Yes.
You get some key position in the feel way. If you get like some 6 or 7 players, you know, say yes, they rotate some 4. You know, you rotate, you know, you come for the match, you know. So the point that will make United continue to go down the drain now because Amorim don't come and he don't be able to convince the people and say they go suffer. So now they look say, oh, even if we end number 12 or number 13 the year, next year he go buy his own player then. It will be better. If United finish for position where you no go Europe, I bet you say 90% of the player the way want to no go come United, no matter the money where they talk. 90% of that player they no go come. and you go fall back now to start finding back up for that kind of player then. And then you go see United go end up there like 40 first team players. Because United to get some player right now way they not fit sell them because of their wages. Player know if you cut 50% wage or United and so on, and they will better remain for team B, but that B team they make money, they take money.
Yeah.
So United they was some serious problem way, and at the thing that don't happen since we Ferguson come away, they only try to do the cosmetic measures, they only repair. They need one start from scratch. They need one start from scratch. They only go pick these two players. Come, the two players not correct. They bring another two. Come, so it caused them all these problems. So I believe say yes, Ten Hag had issues, but Amorim to get his own issues. Players are at fault. Amorim to get serious issue.
I want go in a different direction.
Okay, try go different direction, Master. If you object, I'm glad.
I want go different direction. Grant Ajab don't talk very well, and I agree with everything we don't talk. I don't dispute any. But for me personally, I feel say United squad lack a leadership. Yeah. If you look at this United squad, I need to see nobody really hold anybody accounted for anything. It's just they like any man for the team, they just do anything they want to do. And it focus on the players. Yeah. Any man they just do it what they want to do. Mm-hmm. Right? There's nobody really tell people waiting for do or see or really hold a standard. We don't always grow up no United like that team way Sir Alex be do some disciplinary thing for United, and if you say I need to see nothing in United, and they look United squad, I need to see where be the leaders and they wait something they go back for fee. People will feed say, you know what, this next 5 minutes, let's just defend. Let's forget about waiting coach they tell me for outside day. Mo could just hold the game so for this 10 minutes. United is still, and they look the team, all man they just do what they want. It just be like top cup. Right? So for me, I feel like United no get a whole leadership on the pitch and outside of the pitch. They no get them. It just be like they just get players with so much big wealth, so much big salary, wages, but they are not accounted for anything. And I would say one of the main problems that way they happen for United. If you remember people who don't captain United before Bruno is a good player, but in terms of leadership, I notice they really get that leadership. We feel really hold people accounted of anything. So my own angle that I want to go into for my own first point about United, say they lack top leadership.
But most of the times, for football, most captains they need a lead team now.
Yeah, of course. But you don't get people for United. You don't get like people like Roy Keane, right?
Yeah.
Where if you even fight yourself, if you need to go well, you don't get that.
But after Roy Keane,
you get Gary Neville. You get United.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The problem I say, you know, if you focus for the players, say they not get leadership. This coach already be there for more than 10, 11 games. He gave her own stamps on this thing. That benching of Garnacho and Rashford not be enough reason say to give a message. A lot of players in the team, if you want to do that, you do for Rashford and Garnacho, you give a do for them too. That's that issue of leadership. Yes, I accept. I know if you pour them on the players more than the manager.
For me, I feel say players still need to take
No, I don't accept say they get player problem.
Yep.
No, I don't accept say player get problem.
And when I look at United, I need to see nothing. That's the truth. I need to see no leader inside that team. I need to see person for that United team. If we go for say for example, which club are we having yourself? Liverpool.
Just to second your point, Edino, to continue. How many red card Bruno get in the last 10 games?
That's another thing.
It's if you be captain, because almost to say you the captain, no be leader, you got other leaders. But when you hold that armband, then many you did outside pitch, you get suspension. With how you portray the image of the team and the fans. In 10 games, now midfielder, not defender.
But the issue is
enter back.
The issue is this: once he return from his suspension, right away they will start here again. So wait till which impression you give. So Mona not put only on players.
Yeah. I agree with everything you talk. I know disputing you talk about the United philosophy in terms of the coaches, where they just chop and change and like this. I agree with that.
Like underwear.
Yeah, like underwear. But when I look the team itself, right? The team where these coaches they can't get up, and they see yes, for Amorim, I'm not really too bash me now because he never get transfer window where he don't bring in anything. So I don't go really too bash me here. He get a system where he like to play, three at the back. And United no get that can play as to play with you one play. And a very stubborn man, we all know. Right? So me I don't go too over bash me here based on this short.
You want give time.
I'll give a transfer window.
Okay.
See what he go bring in, see what he go happen. But me, I focus me now on the players the way they need to take accountability. There's nobody leading the team. There's no the team be like, oh, I don't know. The United team for me, it's like top cup team. Where you just any match they do it anyhow.
So I want to bring you to again for this point for our job camp because they don't get so many managers same results or even worse results if they don't improve not only this thing. So that squad need overhaul or not need overhaul. Like they need for overhaul like maybe 6, 7, 8 players. Boom, and he will fix the problem. You think so? Because Mourinho be struggle for this team since back in the day based on the culture where they be set up. They start do Mourinho, so this is that with the poor Pogba issue. If you remember, they start set that trend. So what when I think?
All right. For me, right,
We got less than 3 minutes.
Okay. I don't think say United need a whole overall for the need and change the whole thing. I don't think so. I think so. What's one of the two? I just make some point where I want to just go back retaliate what United need for do. United they bring managers, we get a different way of play, but they don't get those players to play within that manager want to.
Yes.
So I think say what United need for do, and if I be what United need for do. Now United don't always be a 4-4-2 system. That's United. And when this guy with Leicester now, this coach with Leicester now,
Mr. Roy.
I know some people go say he play against Leicester 2 times, he win them, all those things. But you see, say he go back to basics, like default setting. He go back to default setting. United don't get those players to play some kind tactical football. They don't get those kind of players. So for me, even if they change the whole team, I don't think so everything will work unless they bring a manager way fit into what they currently get for play. Just like what Liverpool do with Slot.
Ajab, come on, the managers, the players.
United need at least 8 or 9 players for leave. My only point now say
overhaul.
Yes, they need an overhaul. My only point now say if United not do well, now who they go replace those players, the overhaul players. Unless say they want bring players, they want to say, okay, we'll get 2 or 3 seasons where if we don't make Europe, there's no problem. We're rebuilding. Then they start maybe bring some of the other guys from the academy and all that, or even sign some potential players from the League One in France or Spain and all that. Because a lot of players they do with that time don't be overdue for United. Where they get to leave. Yeah, that's what me I see.
Okay, when I get the message.
Onana needs Onana needs competition.
Okay.
Maguire needs to leave. But I say the one trigger, the one external. Rashford has to leave.
Message.
Garnacho has to go on loan.
Like give message to United fans before this episode end. What's your message?
The only message now say made a tie hard. See it happen. Yes. It happen. Made a tie hard. But the way because they get now Liverpool tomorrow. The next week they get Arsenal. So they might drop to 15th if based on the way they run the play. So things are not looking good, and it's already January. You know, they're like now September, October. So hopefully they pick up, but they play them. Maybe that mindset not the way they bet. Hopefully, maybe United bought to fee say they give time to for Amorim. But I feel say at the moment, Amorim should be good for work.
United fans, we greet you now and stay tuned. We'll not fit talk all thing for this episode, but we'll do now. We'll pray save meetings and better. I greet you now. Happy New Year, Manchester United. Dan Mayo.